Hello class 10. Today's topic is electromagnet. In the previous class, we have learned that when a solenoid is taken and a current is passed through the solenoid, then it will start behaving like a magnet. So this kind of magnet which is formed when current is passed through a solenoid is called as electromagnet. So an electromagnet is a temporary strong magnet made by passing current in a coil wound around a piece of soft iron. It acts like a magnet when current passes through it, and when the current is switched off, it does not behave like a magnet. So we can say it is an artificial magnet which is not permanent. So when a soft iron is placed in this way and the copper wire is wound around the soft iron, okay, then when the current is passed through this coil, this piece of iron along with the coil will act like a magnet, and this magnet is eye shaped or also like bar magnet. So this is a bar electromagnet. Here this will be the south pole because this is the clockwise direction if you look at the coil from this side, and if you look at the coil from this side it will be anti-clockwise direction, so it will be north pole. Similarly, if you take a U-shaped soft iron core, and if the copper wire is wound around this way, then when the current is passed through, this will behave like a south pole and the other one will behave like north pole. And when this structure is made, okay, this kind of electromagnet is made, it's called as horseshoe electromagnet or also called as U-shaped electromagnet. Uses of electromagnet. For lifting and transporting heavy iron scrap, electromagnets are used to lift iron objects, and while unloading them, the current is switched off so that the electromagnet is demagnetized and the objects get detached from them. So over here you can see a crane is lifting a heavy car, or we can say any iron object which is quite heavy, by using electromagnet. So when the current is passed through with the help of a generator, this behaves like an electromagnet, okay, and it can lift up heavy iron objects and safely putting it to the required place. When the generator is off or when the current is switched off, the electromagnet will get demagnetized and thus it will leave the object safe down in the required place. So this is how the electromagnets are used. Another use is for loading the furnaces with iron with the same technique, for separating iron pieces from debris and ores, in scientific research to study the magnetic properties of substance in a magnetic field, and in several electrical devices such as electric bell, electric motor, relay, microphone, loudspeaker, etc. Electromagnets are used. Permanent magnet. We all have seen a permanent magnet. So a permanent magnet is a naturally occurring magnet. It is not a strong magnet. There might be strong magnets which are permanent magnet, but compared to electromagnets, the strength of permanent magnet is very less. So permanent magnet is used in electric meters like galvanometers, ammeters, voltmeters, and in magnetic compass. Other than this, you can see permanent magnets used in other appliances also. You may have noticed that when you were in junior schools, you may had played with lot of magnets, like in pencil boxes there are magnets used which are permanent magnets. Advantages of an electromagnet over a permanent magnet. So when you compare the two, electromagnet and a permanent magnet, you will find that an electromagnet can produce a strong magnetic field. Next, the strength of a magnetic field of an electromagnet can easily be changed. That is, if you if you increase the current or decrease the current, then the magnetic field of an electromagnet can easily change, increase or decrease. Also, the polarity of an electromagnet or the direction of the field of electromagnet can be reversed simply by reversing the direction of the current. We have already learned this. Also, the magnetic behavior of electromagnet can be turned off whenever required and also can be turned on whenever required. Okay, so these are the advantages of an electromagnet over any permanent magnet.